What's up? How y'all doing? Back again with another video. I decided I wanted to do the top 10 of the 2019 year top 10, y'all. Been seeing other YouTubers doing this, and I figured why not take my take on it, get my opinion of what I think were the top ones that came out this year. A lot of good ones. There's some that I have that are in my collection. There's some that I have that aren't in my collection. But I'll probably keep the ones that I don't have in the collection. I'll probably just keep those out. I'm just gonna show y'all what I have, what I think was great as far as a release. Funko did a great job with these pops I'm about to mention. So let's get right into it. So first, I have a few honorable mentions. Like I said, this is my top 10, but I got a few honorable mentions here that I think were dope. Definitely should have been in the top 15 if I was doing that. So let's just go ahead and get it underway. The first one is a horror pop or a movie pop. As you can see, I have some horror pops over there in the corner. You know, I love horror. I love scary movies. So I'm trying to get a lot of the horror pops, as many as I can, at least if I've seen the movie. So my first honorable mention had to be the recent, sorry about the glare, the recent Chucky Fye Exclusive with the Child's Play 2 on it. I just love it. I think it looks dope. It has a lot of detail in it. Of course, I don't really take mine out of the box, so you can't really see everything in the box. But I think it's great. You know, it's a great one in my opinion. I want one that's scary. I want like the one where he's all like stitched together and stuff. That's one that I want to get in the future. But this is a great start as far as Chucky. So that's my first honorable mention. The next one, one of my favorite characters, of course, is Marvel. I'm just gonna tell y'all, majority of this stuff is gonna be Marvel. I'm a Marvel fanatic, so you know, if y'all was expecting something else, I don't know. But anyway, one of my favorite characters, part of the Marvel 80 years, which I would have to say that whole series. There's some of them I don't really care. The recent ones of Scarlet Witch and forgot the other one they came out with. Those I don't really care about, but majority of them that came out were some heat. So I'm gonna have to go with Wolverine here, the classic suit on. I didn't even know this. I mean, I knew his colorway was like this originally, but I didn't know his mask was like that. But just love it. You know, it looks great. I love the back, as I mentioned before in my other videos. I love the back. I think that is great. Just overall great. Love the box design. Love the figure. So that's another one. Next, I'm gonna have to go with this is a con exclusive from the fall convention, New York Comic Con. And I'm gonna have to go with another one of the 80 years. But I'm gonna go with the Nick Fury here. And I will only say this one because I like how they finally brought justice to this character. They only have done the black Nick Fury, the one from the movies, which is cool. I love Samuel L. Jackson as a character. I think it's dope to see him play as a character that's not even black as far as the comics. But you know, I love when they do stuff like this as far as pop culture and, you know, as far as Funko Pops in general. I love it when they do it, you know, true to the comic, if that's what you're really into. I like comics. I don't really read too much of them nowadays, maybe when I was a kid, but I do remember some of them. I do remember the old, what was it? Ultimate Alliance. If y'all remember that game way back in like the PS2 days, this is what Nick Fury looked like. So That's another one. Continuing with the Marvel theme, of course, I'm gonna have to go with. This is a great movie. I heard they're making a second one. I'm glad they're making a second one. I think it deserves a second one. The first one was definitely a good take. So I'm gonna have to go with the Miles Morales previews exclusive. I think they should have just went ahead and did this as soon as they released these with the original set, you know, the ones on the back. But I'm glad they actually did, you know, him in the hoodie with the Jordans on and everything. So when I seen this one, it was a must grab for me. So those are my honorable mentions. So y'all ready for this? So we're going to go. This is I put it in order. So starting with number 10. I think this is the only DC one in my personal top 10 Funko Pops of 2019. That's gonna have to be Batman Who Laughs. I love the detail on this. I love the sinister look. It reminds me of a scary movie. I really don't know too much about the comic or anything or what this is based off, but I love the look of it. It reminds me of a scary movie. Like I said, I love scary movies. So, number 10, yo. Number 9. Number 9 is gonna have to be. This is another New York Comic Con exclusive. I just knew I had to get this one just due to the fact who it is, what he's done as far as Marvel, you know, as far as the comics. So I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Stan Lee. This is another Stan Lee. I have two Stan Lees, but I'm doing 2019, of course. This did come out this year. Sorry about that glare, man. But, you know, had to. Ran across this one in Walmart. They had two of them. I grabbed one. Just had to. So that's number 9. Number 8. This one came out a little bit late, in my opinion. I feel like with Funko, you know, sometimes their initial first waves seem like the first wave could have, you know, been pushed back a little bit. Like, I feel like usually when they come out with that second wave or sometimes even a third wave, those seem the ones they should have just hit the ball running with. So I know a lot of people were pissed off about this one because the one that came in one of those collector boxes or something like that, you know, it wasn't really up to par as far as what people were expecting. And then they came out with this one, which is a common, but, you know, it looks like it should have been something, you know, exclusive or limited at least. But that's going to have to be the Captain America from Endgame. I love this one. I love this new thing they're doing with this stuff in the background. I don't know if y'all can really see it, but all that stuff in the background, like the whatever that's supposed to be, you know, from the movie, the lightning and stuff. I love how they're doing that. This one's all bruised up, you know, broken shield and everything. So definitely in the top 10 for me. The next one, this is number, let's see, 6? No, 7. My bad, y'all. 7. This one is a Walgreens exclusive. Just love the overall detail in this. I love the whole set of this one at least. These were kind of like just a, you know, they just hit us with it. Like there was no rumor of this or, you know, none of that stuff. Like no hype that was built up to it that got you excited for it. It just came out and everybody had one. And, you know, if you didn't have one, you had to go try to find and get one. And that was Octo Spider. Love the detail in this one. Probably the most, I think one of the most complex molds they've done. You know, as far as getting all those arms and the little what are those, like tubes? Just a lot of detail in there. I love pretty much the whole set of this one, I would say. Great one. So that's number 7. Number 6. Sorry, y'all. Go ahead and scoot these a little bit closer. Number 6. I think this one, you know, love the character from the movies. I know the original one, if y'all remember what that looked like. Yeah, that one was rough. I think they could have did it right the first time around. I know the company as a whole is probably in a different position back then and probably trying to do things cheaper, but you know, I'm a firm believer, do it right the first time, basically. So with that being said, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get that Iceman here. I love the translucent on it. I seen they came out with a flocked one of this one. I had to pass on it because I don't know. I don't understand the reason of it being flocked. I remember someone saying maybe because of the frost is supposed to make him look more frosty. But I think just translucent, you know, with the little frost details on it, just like this, works just fine for the character. I don't understand that flocked stuff. So, you know, of course, the back of it. So that's number 6. All right, y'all, we're down to top 5 now. Top 5 of 2019. These were some heavy hitters for me. These were the ones where, you know, I just think they were executed perfectly, and at least enough to be in the top 10. So let's see what number 5 is. So number 5. This is a Pop in a Box exclusive. I don't have too many of these. I think this is the only one I have from Pop in a Box. I kind of want that Lady Deadpool one that they just came out with. That one was kind of cool. Pop in a Box exclusive. It had a Chase variant. This isn't the Chase variant just because I don't have the Chase variant. But if I did, I would probably put that one instead of this. But that Chase variant, that one's hard to get to. Price skyrocketed on it as expected, but it's all good. I was happy to get just the comic, and that would be the Agent Venom. If y'all know, the Chase variant is pretty much this colorway but reverse. So he's, instead of black with white accents, he's white with black accents. But you know, overall cool. I really don't know much about this. Probably get a comic book based off this or something just to see what it's all about. But pretty dope. Pretty dope. Number 4, y'all. Number 4. Let's see. This is a LA Comic-Con exclusive. I just gotta say, overall, you know, the con exclusives this year were pretty good. I'm not gonna say I was thrilled about everything that came out, but everything, you know, there's something for somebody, basically, and that's what I try to preach to y'all. You know, that when it comes to pops, you know, you just gotta collect what you like, and you know, not worry about what the next person thinks or whatever. You know, just collect what you like. If you like Marvel, then collect Marvel. If you like DC, collect that. You know, you like Disney, whatever it is, collect what you like. So with that being said, for the cons, you know, there were some that I was like really excited for, like I need that one right away, and there was a lot of other ones where I was just like, yeah, don't do nothing for me. So with that being said, this one, I love the detail on it. It really brought together, as far as the whole set. It really brought the whole set together. and just an awesome pop, just overall, you know, just the design of it. So that's gonna have to be Corrupted Venom. I know there's a glow-in-the-dark version of this one. I don't have that one, but I didn't really need the glow-in-the-dark one. So it is what it is. I just like the design of it. I like the look, the tongue hanging out and everything. Overall, this whole Venomized set that they did was great. I think Wave 2 or this wave was okay. I mean, I have a majority of Wave 2, but I think Wave 1 that they had this year, pretty good. Number three, y'all. This one I got from a comic book store way out in West Covina, I believe. Try to go out there every once in a while, but this one I didn't even know about. I just seen it in the store and I was just like, what is that? And you know, he brought it down and let me see it, and I was like, oh, this is dope. Like, I need this. So this is a AAA anime exclusive. I really don't know what that is. I know they have a couple of exclusives out there. Some Dragon Ball Z stuff, I think, but never really been interested in stuff like that. But this one, I was like, I gotta have it. And that is Spider-Carnage. You know, great. I know that glare is horrible, but y'all get the idea. Love the mouth opening. Overall design of the costume, everything. I think they could have did something a little bit better on the back. Like, I feel like this part was kind of just like, we're just gonna throw that on there. They could have, you know, put a little bit of something, even though you don't even see the back. But I appreciate, you know, the overall design of the whole box, you know, everything that they put on there. So, how are we down to number 2? We down to the top 2, y'all. So, my number 2, this one I feel like, as I said, they were kind of late on. I think they should have did this one from the beginning. As far as the waves go, as far as, you know, Wave 1, Wave 2. But I think the detail on it, the paint job, everything, just awesome. Very hard to get too. Well, not really hard to get, but it seemed like everybody was searching for it at the same time. Like, everybody got the news at the same time, you know, went and ordered it, or some people pre-ordered it. That's why it was hard for me to find it. Everyone that I found was like, oh no, that's a pre-order, you know, so I really couldn't get to it. But I finally got it after searching a couple stores over time, and that is Iron Spider from Endgame with the gauntlet. Great one. Love the paint job on this one. One of the best paint jobs out there, I think, as far as the metallic look. Love the red eyes. Just an awesome one. I wish, you know, you could kind of see the gauntlet, but you can't really. But it's cool. It is cool. Love it though. So y'all ready? We are down to number 1. So what do y'all think it is? What y'all number 1? Straight out the back, tell me what y'all number 1 is in the comments. What's your top release of the, or give me your top 5 at least. But you know, if you just want to give me one that was just like a go-to for you, give me your top one of 2019, your top Funko Pop of 2019. Put it in the comments. Let's talk about it. My number 1 had to be this one. The original version of this one is worth hundreds of dollars, I believe. But the mold on this one, I think it looks better than the original. You know, it just speaks volumes of what the company can do. You know, if they can do something like this that looks this great, who else knows what they have in store for us as far as, you know, the people that collect these. So this is a LA Comic Con exclusive. So maybe that'll give you a little hint. Just great, just great. Go ahead and show it. 3, 2, 1. Y'all see it? Cosmic Ghost Rider right here. Yep. That had to be the top one of 2019. It had to be. And I say that because this mold, this translucent fire looking stuff, perfect. Perfect. Kind of reminds me of when they did the fire Jack and they had that translucent. That was another cool one. I never got that one, but I had to admit that was a cool looking one. Because fire, you know, it's hard to make fire look real in the sense that it's like real and not look cheap at the same time. And I feel like they achieved it. You know, they achieved the illusion of him having just a skull on fire. You know, it's translucent. You can see straight through it. It's, you know, got the flames like moving and everything. I just think it's great. It is great. That would definitely have to be my top number one right here, 2019. I don't know what's going to be for 2020, but 2019, Cosmic Ghost Rider takes the cake. Takes the cake. So, like I said, y'all tell me what is your top 5, or, you know, at least your number 1. What's your number 1 Funko Pop that came out this year, that released this year? If you're a fellow YouTuber, let me see a video on it. I do watch other people's videos. I got this inspiration from Bigger Pop Hunter. Watched his video and I was like, let me see what I got in my top 10. What I think is my top 10. So like I said, if you're a YouTuber, go ahead and do a video. Send me the link or whatever. You know, you can send me a link on Instagram. I collect Pops 23. Yeah, just let me know. Let me know. I appreciate y'all for watching the video. I want to thank all my subscribers, all my supporters. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Excited for 2019. Dang, 2019. Excited for 2020. Especially for Pops. I know there's a lot of stuff that we thought was going to come out this year, but it's probably not going to come out till next year. So can't wait to see what 2020 has in store. And I'll probably see y'all 2020. Probably my next video. Hope to see y'all soon. Y'all take care. Happy holidays. And I'll see y'all.